Beloved child, hear these words now. This is Archangel Michael speaking, and I do not come to you by chance. You did not stumble upon this message by accident. You were guided here, pulled here, drawn here, because heaven has an urgent word for you. A prophecy has been spoken, and it concerns your life, your future, your destiny. Listen carefully. If you ignore this message, you will cry forever. These are not empty words. They are not a simple thought to consider and then forget. This is a heavenly alarm, a trumpet sounding in your spirit. If you hear it and turn away, the tears that will come later will never end. Not because heaven desires your pain, but because the blessings meant for you may slip away into the hands of another. Do not ignore me. I was commanded to speak. My sword is drawn, my voice is lifted, and I am warning you now. The choices you make today will determine whether you walk into miracles or into misery. This is not the time for delay, for hesitation, for doubt. Heaven is speaking and the message is clear. Child of light, your life is at a doorway. Behind one door is blessing, protection, abundance, and peace. Behind the other door is regret, sorrow, missed opportunities, and endless tears. You cannot stand in the middle forever. You must choose. And the prophecy says, those who open their hearts will be lifted, but those who ignore will weep without end. Can you feel it? Even now your spirit stirs as these words reach you. That stirring is no accident. It is the voice of truth resonating inside you. It is the proof that this message was meant for you and not for someone else. Out of the billions in the world, your eyes have found this, your ears have heard this, your heart has felt this. That is divine alignment. That is the hand of heaven. Do not ignore it. Prophecy is a gift and a warning. It reveals what is possible, but it also warns what will happen if you refuse to listen. Today, the prophecy says blessings are waiting to be poured out. Miracles are ready to be released. Healing, restoration, provision, and peace are standing at your doorstep. But here is the warning. Ignore this message, and all of these blessings may pass you by. You will look back one day and say, why did I not listen when heaven spoke to me? Why did I not believe when the message was clear? Why did I let fear steal my miracle? And the tears of that regret will not end quickly. They will remain, reminding you of what could have been. This is why I speak with urgency. For too long you have questioned, does God hear me? Does heaven see me? Am I forgotten? Today, the answer comes. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. That is why this prophecy has reached you. That is why my words echo in your heart right now. Heaven is answering you in this moment. Child of destiny, I must tell you, there is opposition around you. Forces of darkness do not want you to hear this. They want you distracted, doubting, dismissing. They want you to say, this is nothing, this is coincidence, this is meaningless. But it is not meaningless. It is everything. Do not let the enemy steal your blessing by whispering lies of doubt. Do not let fear rob you of your miracle. Do not ignore the urgency of this moment. I have fought battles in the heavens. I have seen destinies stolen because hearts grew cold. I have seen blessings delayed because faith was weak. I do not want that for you. That is why I have come with this urgent message. Ignore this, and you will cry forever. Not because heaven desires your tears, but because heaven will not force you to receive what you do not believe. The rain falls, but only those who open their hands are filled. The door stands open, but only those who walk through receive what is inside. Child of light, the heavens are open over you now. Blessings are being prepared, angels are being dispatched, miracles are being written with your name. But the choice is yours. Will you open your heart? Will you receive? Or will you turn away and cry later for what was lost? I beg you, do not ignore this. This is the first call, the trumpet blast, the warning of love. Heaven's mercy always comes before heaven's judgment. Blessings always call before they pass. And now you are being called. I, Archangel Michael, am speaking directly to you. I am not speaking to the world. I am not speaking to the masses. I am speaking to you. You, the one listening right now. You, the one who feels the tug in your chest. You, the one who cannot deny that something about this moment is different. Child, this is your prophecy. This is your warning. This is your chance. Ignore this, and you will cry forever. Listen, and you will step into blessings you never dreamed possible. Beloved child, listen to me now. You have heard the warning, but you must also hear the prophecy itself. What is unfolding is greater than you imagine, deeper than you understand, and more urgent than you realize. The heavens are shifting. The earth is trembling. There is movement in the unseen realm, and you are caught in the center of it. A decree has gone forth from the throne of the Almighty. It is written that blessings are being released, but it is also written that not all will receive. Some will walk in light, others will stumble in darkness. Some will rejoice, others will weep. This is the hour of separation. The prophecy declares, a door has been opened. For months, for years, many of you have prayed, waiting for change. You have cried in silence, asking, when will my answer come? When will my pain end? When will my miracle arrive? And now the heavens say, the door is here. But what you do with that door is your choice. I see before you two paths. One is bright, lined with angels, overflowing with peace, provision, and protection. The other is dark, shadowed by despair, echoing with the voices of regret. Both doors stand open and both call to you, but only one leads to your blessing. The other leads to endless sorrow. Child of destiny, the prophecy is this. Heaven is giving you a moment of decision. You will not remain the same after this moment. You will either rise into blessing or fall into regret. You will either walk into miracles or sink into misery. But neutrality is no longer possible. The time of delay is over. Even now, as you hear this message, angels are moving in your life. Some are standing guard, keeping harm from reaching you. Others are preparing blessings to release into your hands. They carry scrolls with your name written upon them. Scrolls of healing, scrolls of provision, scrolls of restoration. These are not vague promises. They are specific blessings tailored to your life, written in heaven before you were born. But hear this. If you ignore this message, the scrolls will be rolled back. The blessings will not vanish from existence, but they will pass to another. Heaven wastes nothing, but heaven also forces nothing. What you will not receive, another will. And your tears will flow as you realize what you could have had. Do you feel the weight of this? This is why I speak with such urgency. This is why the words burn within me like fire, because you stand at the edge of destiny, and the next step you take will echo into eternity. Child, the prophecy also reveals this. The enemy knows your name. The forces of darkness have watched you, studied you, sought to trap you. They know your fears, your weaknesses, your doubts. They whisper lies to you even now. This is not real. This is coincidence. This is meaningless. They want you to ignore. They want you to dismiss. Because if you ignore this prophecy, their plan succeeds. But I, Archangel Michael, was sent to fight for you. I was sent to break their grip, to expose their lies, to declare the truth. And the truth is this: you are chosen and your destiny is great. That is why the battle over your life has been so fierce. That is why the struggles have been so heavy. The greater the destiny, the greater the opposition. But the opposition is proof of the calling. Do not be deceived. The enemy wants your tears, but heaven wants your joy. The enemy wants your regret, but heaven wants your testimony. The enemy wants your destruction, but heaven wants your destiny. The prophecy is not only a warning, it is also a promise. It says that if you will open your heart, if you will believe, then blessings will flow into your life like rivers. The drought will end, the famine will cease, the storm will break. You will see light where there was darkness, peace where there was chaos, joy where there was sorrow. I see visions of restoration. Some of you have lost what was precious. Heaven says it will return. Some of you have been abandoned by those you love. Heaven says you will be embraced again. Some of you have suffered in silence, carrying burdens too heavy for your shoulders. Heaven says those burdens are being lifted even now, but I must tell you again, the prophecy demands a response. If you ignore it, these blessings will pass by. If you dismiss it, the angels will return to the throne with scrolls unopened, miracles undelivered, promises unfulfilled. And you will cry, not for what you never knew, but for what you knew and let slip away. Child, understand the seriousness of this moment. This is not entertainment. This is not coincidence. This is the divine speaking directly to you. If you ignore it, the consequences will last forever. But if you listen, if you receive, if you believe, the blessings will overflow in ways you cannot imagine. Do you see now why I said you will cry forever if you ignore? Because eternity is shaped by the choices of today. Because destiny is altered by the faith or doubt in your heart right now. Because heaven has already released what you need, but your response determines if it reaches you. The prophecy is unfolding even as you listen. The words are not just sounds in the air. They are seeds being planted in your soul. If you water them with faith, they will bloom into miracles. If you choke them with doubt, they will wither and you will mourn their loss. Beloved, the time is short. The urgency is real. This is the hour of decision, and the heavens are watching. Angels lean close, waiting to record your response. Will you believe, or will you dismiss? Will you receive, or will you ignore? Will you rejoice, or will you cry? Child, choose wisely, for the prophecy has been spoken, and the outcome rests in your hands. Beloved child, though my words began with fire and warning, let your heart not be afraid, for prophecy is not given to crush you, but to lift you. Warnings are spoken to protect you, but promises are spoken to strengthen you. Hear me clearly. The heavens are filled with blessings prepared for you. The storehouses of heaven are not empty. The angels are not idle. The promises of God have not failed. Even now, rivers of abundance are being released, and your name is written upon them. The prophecy reveals that miracles are closer than you think. You do not need to wait years or decades. The shift can happen suddenly, in a moment, in the blink of an eye. Just as the night turns to morning with a single sunrise, so can your sorrow turn to joy, your lack to abundance, your despair to hope. Child of destiny, I see a vision. Doors swinging wide that were locked for years. Papers being signed that were once delayed. Calls being answered that you thought would never come. Relationships healing where silence once reigned. Laughter echoing in places that once knew only tears. This is the blessing of the prophecy. Restoration. You thought it was too late, but it is not too late. You thought it was lost forever, but it is being returned. You thought the door was closed, but heaven has the keys. What was stolen will be restored. What was broken will be mended. What was buried will rise again. Beloved, your pain has not been wasted. Every tear you cried was counted. Every prayer you prayed was stored. Every sleepless night, every moment of despair, every whisper of "God help me" was written in heaven. And now the bowls are tipping, the prayers are being answered, the tears are being turned into harvest, the pain is becoming power. Hear me, you are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. The King of Heaven has spoken your name, and angels carry his decree. Blessings are to be poured out upon you. The prophecy declares blessings in many forms. Protection. Angels standing guard around you, keeping harm from touching your life. Provision. Resources flowing into your hands, debts being cleared, unexpected financial breakthroughs. Healing. Strength rising in your body, sickness fleeing, energy returning. Peace. The storms in your mind growing still, your heart finally resting. Relationships. Broken bonds restored, forgiveness offered, love renewed. Destiny. opportunities opening, gifts being unlocked, your purpose revealed. These are not distant hopes, they are promises for now, for today, for this very season. Beloved, you must understand, heaven is generous. When blessings flow, they do not trickle like drops, they pour like rivers. When miracles move, they do not crawl, they rush like fire. When heaven answers, it does not whisper small, it roars with abundance. Some of you listening now will see this in your finances. Unexpected provision will appear. A job, a promotion, an inheritance, a gift. You will say, "This came from nowhere, but it came from heaven." Others will see it in their health. Reports of sickness will change, pain will vanish, energy will surge. Still others will see it in their family. Long nights of arguments will turn into mornings of peace. Children will return. Spouses will reconcile. Loneliness will lift. And some of you will receive blessings invisible to the eyes, but powerful to the soul. Anxiety breaking, depression lifting, chains of addiction falling, hope returning, strength rising, dreams awakening. These too are miracles, and they are no less valuable than gold or silver. But child, hear me again. The blessings are released to the believing heart. Heaven never forces. Heaven always invites. The door is open, but you must walk through. The river flows, but you must drink. The table is set, but you must eat. If you believe, you will receive. If you ignore, you will watch as the feast passes you by. Picture the rain falling. The sky opens. The drops descend. The earth drinks deeply. If you stand in the open, your skin is soaked. Your thirst is quenched. But if you hide under the roof of doubt, the rain falls all around you but never touches you. So it is with blessings. They fall, but they fall upon those who open their hearts. I say again, do not ignore this prophecy. Do not turn away in disbelief. For blessings are closer than your breath, nearer than your heartbeat. Heaven's hand is extended. Do not leave it empty. Beloved, can you not feel it? Even as you listen, a shift is happening. The heaviness in your spirit begins to lift. A spark of hope glows within you. That is not imagination. That is heaven moving. That is the angels surrounding you, confirming that the words are true. Lift your head, child of light. The days of sorrow are not your end. The nights of despair will not last forever. The prophecy says, "Joy comes in the morning, and the morning is here." This is your season of miracles. This is your time of restoration. This is your moment of breakthrough. The hand of heaven is stretched out toward you, and the blessings are ready to fall. Open your heart, believe and receive, for the prophecy of blessing is yours if only you will accept it. Beloved child, listen closely. You have heard the blessings, but now you must hear the warning once more. For prophecy always comes with two edges, one of promise and one of consequence. Heaven gives both, for love is honest, and truth does not hide what happens when the message is ignored. If you ignore this prophecy, you will cry forever. I do not say this to frighten you without cause. I do not say this to torment your heart. I say this because it is true, because it has been seen, because I have watched countless souls turn away when heaven called, and every one of them carried tears that never ended. Hear me. The greatest pain is not the pain of trials. The greatest sorrow is not sickness or poverty. The deepest grief is regret. The tears of what could have been never dry. The weight of what I ignored never lifts. And if you turn away from this prophecy, that regret will follow you all your days. Child, imagine standing at the doorway of blessing, but refusing to step through. Imagine seeing miracles written with your name, but letting them pass by. Imagine hearing heaven's voice, but pretending it was nothing. That is the tragedy of those who ignore. They live surrounded by what could have been, haunted by blessings they never received. This is the consequence of ignoring, endless regret. But there is more. When you ignore the call of heaven, the enemy rejoices. The forces of darkness celebrate because they know you have turned away from the light. They know you have chosen silence over song, emptiness over abundance, despair over joy. And once that choice is made, they tighten their grip. They whisper lies louder, they build chains stronger, and every step becomes harder to reverse. Do not think you can walk away easily and return tomorrow. For every day you ignore, your heart grows colder. Every time you dismiss, your ears grow duller. Every moment of delay builds another wall around your soul, until one day you cannot hear the call at all, and the prophecy that once was life becomes a memory that torments you. This is why I cry out to you, do not ignore this message, for the cost is too great, the consequence too heavy. To lose what heaven has prepared for you is to lose what cannot be measured. No riches, no fame, no power on earth can compare to the blessing of heaven. And no sorrow, no sickness, no loneliness on earth can compare to the emptiness of missing your destiny. Beloved, you must understand. Heaven always warns before judgment. Mercy always calls before silence. The trumpet always sounds before the battle begins, and this message is your trumpet. This prophecy is your warning. If you close your ears, the battle will still come, but you will not be ready, and the tears of that defeat will last forever. Child of destiny, I see visions of those who ignored before you. Some thought they had time. Some thought they could wait. Some thought the message was not for them. And now they live in regret, weeping for blessings they will never hold, crying for miracles they will never see. Do not join their number. Do not let your story end the same way. The enemy whispers, ignore it, forget it, walk away. But I tell you, if you do, you will enter into sorrow that does not end. The blessings that were meant for you will pass to another. The joy that could have been yours will be sung by someone else, and you will watch from afar, wishing you had believed. This is the weight of ignoring eternal regret. Beloved, I do not want this for you. Heaven does not want this for you. That is why the warning is so strong, why the words repeat again and again. Ignore this, and you will cry forever. For your soul must know the seriousness of the moment. Your heart must feel the urgency of the choice. Hear me one last time in this part. You cannot delay forever. The time of decision is here. The prophecy has been spoken. The blessings are waiting. The warnings are clear. Now you must choose. Will you open your heart and believe, or will you turn away and regret? Will you embrace the blessing, or will you carry the tears? Will you step into destiny, or will you live in despair? Child, the choice is yours. But I plead with you, do not ignore this prophecy. For if you do, the consequences will echo through your life, and the tears will never end. Beloved child, after the storm always comes the calm. After the warning always comes the promise. After the night always comes the dawn. Hear me now. Though the prophecy warns, it also comforts. Though it speaks of consequences, it also declares hope. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not without help. The Lord of heaven sees you. He has written your name on his hands. He has counted every tear, measured every sigh, and remembered every prayer. Do not think for a moment that your cries were ignored. Not one has been lost. Not one has been wasted. They rise even now like incense before the throne. I, Archangel Michael, have fought battles in the heavens for your sake, and I declare to you, the fight was not in vain. The resistance you faced was proof of your value. The opposition you endured was evidence of your destiny. The weight you carried was not to crush you, but to prepare you. You are stronger than you realize. You are closer than you know. The very fact that you are here listening to these words is the proof that heaven still has a plan for you. If your story was finished, this message would never have reached you. But because your story is still unfolding, heaven sent me to remind you, there is hope, there is light, there is a future. Beloved, lift your eyes from the shadows. The enemy has tried to convince you that nothing will change, that your situation is permanent, that your sorrow is endless. But the enemy is a liar. The truth is this: change is coming. Breakthrough is near. Miracles are being written even now. Child, do not let despair win. Do not let fear silence your faith. You are not powerless. You are not trapped. The prophecy speaks of choice, and that choice means you have power. The power to believe, the power to open your heart, the power to walk forward. Hope is not small. Hope is mighty. Hope is the seed that grows into a tree. Hope is the spark that lights the fire. Hope is the anchor that holds you steady in the storm. And right now, heaven is planting hope in your heart. I see angels encamping around you. I see light piercing the darkness that surrounded you. I see chains snapping and falling. I see your future glowing with promise. The past cannot define you. The pain cannot destroy you. The failures cannot erase the purpose written in your soul. Beloved, you may feel weak, but heaven says you are strong. You may feel small, but heaven says you are chosen. You may feel lost, but heaven says you are found. Every negative word spoken against you is being overturned by the word of the Almighty. You are mine. You are beloved. You are destined. Do not give up now. You have come too far to turn back. The darkest night is always before the dawn, and your dawn is breaking. The prophecy is not here to crush you, but to remind you that even in warning, heaven offers a way out, a way up, a way forward. Child of light, imagine what your life can look like when the blessings fall. Imagine walking free from fear. Imagine laughing without sorrow. Imagine seeing doors open and miracles surround you. This is not fantasy. This is your future, if you believe. Let hope rise again in you. Let your faith be renewed. Let courage replace fear. You are not alone in this battle. The hosts of heaven surround you. The Almighty Himself goes before you. The Spirit of God dwells within you. What can stand against that? Nothing. Lift your head, beloved. Dry your tears. Take a deep breath. For the prophecy may warn of tears forever, but it also promises joy everlasting. You are not destined to weep without end. You are destined to rejoice, to overcome, to shine. And I, Michael, tell you, you will shine. The light of heaven is upon you, and nothing can put it out. Beloved child, I must repeat this again, for prophecy is not heard once and forgotten. Prophecy is spoken again and again until it takes root in your spirit. Heaven does not waste words. When the Almighty declares a message, it echoes until it is fulfilled. And today that echo surrounds you. Do not ignore this message. Do not turn away. Do not harden your heart. How many times must heaven call before you answer? How many warnings must sound before you awaken? How many blessings must be prepared before you open your hands to receive? Beloved, the time is now. The hour is urgent. The prophecy is alive. Hear me once more. If you ignore this message, your tears will flow forever. If you dismiss these words, regret will cling to your soul. If you walk away, sorrow will walk with you. But if you listen, if you believe, if you receive, the blessings will overflow. The miracles will surround you. The peace will rest upon you. The joy will rise within you. The choice remains before you as it has from the beginning. Life or death, blessing or curse, joy or regret. Child, choose life. I say it again. Choose life. Choose hope. Choose faith. Choose the hand of heaven stretched out toward you. Beloved, do you not see how serious this is? Angels lean close, listening to your response. Heaven records your decision. The future shifts according to your choice. This is no small matter. This is no ordinary moment. This is eternity touching time. This is prophecy unfolding before your eyes. I repeat it again so you cannot forget. Ignore this, and you will cry forever. Believe this, and you will rejoice forever. Turn away, and sorrow will overtake you. Step forward, and blessings will overtake you. Beloved, repetition is not weakness. Repetition is power. When heaven repeats, it means urgency. When prophecy repeats, it means importance. That is why I say again and again, do not ignore, do not dismiss. Do not delay. Think of the blessings waiting. Picture the miracles with your name upon them. Imagine the doors opening, the chains breaking, the tears drying. This is not imagination. This is prophecy. This is reality if you believe. And think also of the warnings. Imagine the regret if you turn away. Imagine the endless what if that will echo in your soul. Imagine the sorrow of seeing others walk in blessings that were meant for you. Beloved, I do not want this for you. Heaven does not want this for you. That is why the words repeat. I will say it again until your spirit wakes up. You are chosen, you are loved, you are seen, you are destined, and yet you must respond. For prophecy demands a choice. Blessing demands a response. Heaven demands your yes. Beloved child, open your heart. Let faith rise again. Let hope fill your spirit. Let courage silence your fear. For the prophecy is clear. Blessings are prepared, but warnings are real. Joy is possible, but regret is also possible. You decide which one will be your story. Do not say, I will wait. Delay is the enemy's greatest weapon. Delay steals miracles. Delay kills destinies. Delay robs blessings. Do not wait for another sign, for another day, for another chance. This is the moment. This is the call. This is the prophecy. Ignore this and you will cry forever. Believe this and you will rejoice forever. Let these words be written in your heart. Let them echo in your soul. Let them shape your choice. Heaven has spoken. The angels have delivered the message. And now the response rests with you. Beloved, do not fail. Do not fall. Do not ignore. Rise, receive, rejoice. For the prophecy is alive, and it is for you. Beloved child, the message is nearly complete. But the call is not finished until your heart responds. Heaven has spoken, prophecy has been declared, blessings have been offered, warnings have been sounded. Now the choice rests with you. Hear me one final time. Ignore this and you will cry forever. Not because heaven desires your tears, but because heaven cannot force your faith. Blessings cannot enter a heart that is closed. Miracles cannot fill hands that are empty. Prophecies cannot bloom in soil that rejects the seed. But if you believe, if you open your heart now, if you receive these words as truth, then joy will overflow. Peace will surround you. Strength will rise within you. Hope will awaken again, and blessings will fall like rain upon dry ground. This is the last call. The trumpet has sounded. The heavens have spoken. The angels have delivered their message. This is not the time to delay. This is not the time to doubt. This is not the time to walk away. Beloved, I plead with you, do not miss this. Do not let regret steal your tomorrow. Do not let sorrow claim your future. Do not let the enemy whisper you into silence. Stand now. Believe now. Receive now. Child of destiny, you are greater than your fears. You are stronger than your failures. You are more than your mistakes. Heaven sees beyond your past and calls you into your future. This prophecy is proof of that calling. It is proof that you are chosen, that you are loved, that you are destined. Say yes in your heart. Whisper it now. I believe. I receive. I will not ignore. For when you do, angels record your decision. The scroll is sealed with your name, the blessings are dispatched into your life, and the joy of heaven floods your soul. Beloved, let me remind you again what awaits you. Peace that passes all understanding, provision that exceeds all expectation, healing that conquers all sickness, restoration that rebuilds what was broken, protection that shields you from unseen danger, destiny that fulfills your deepest purpose. This is not imagination. This is prophecy. This is what is prepared for those who believe. But also let me remind you, if you walk away now, if you dismiss this word, then sorrow will follow. Regret will haunt you. Tears will fall without end. For the greatest pain is not what life does to you, but what you could have had and chose to ignore. Do not let that be your story. Beloved child, this is the moment. This is the choice. This is the prophecy. You stand at the crossroads of eternity, and heaven watches as you decide. Will you ignore and cry, or will you believe and rejoice? Will you turn away, or will you step forward? Will you choose despair, or will you embrace destiny? I, Archangel Michael, have spoken. My task is complete. The message has been delivered. The warning has been sounded. The blessing has been offered. Now your part remains. Say yes. Believe. Receive. Open your heart, and let the prophecy be fulfilled in you. You will not ignore this. You will not cry forever. You will believe and you will rejoice. You will rise and you will overcome. You will step into blessing, into peace, into joy. For heaven has spoken, and heaven's word never fails.